Here we are.
Hi.
And right on cue, the babies downstairs just started crying.
That's what babies do.
Not all of them.
Yes, they do. All of them do. Every single baby cries.
Not all the time.
I didn't say all the time.
Oh.
I just said empirically, don't.
I wonder if there's ever been a baby who didn't cry. I mean, not because of some issue like it didn't have a voice box or like a face or something.
Oh, well, you could put a baby into a box.
That would make it cry a lot.
That's what happens.
No, there are like these Aboriginal tribes that insist that their babies don't cry. You know, because they go on their little papoose pack things all the time, and they still must cry sometimes. I mean, honestly, read a National Geographic, and it's like the babies don't cry. Only American babies cry, and for good reason.
Yeah.
They're born into this wretched... Oh, sorry. I won't get political this early in the morning.
Yeah, you can see how I'm sort of not responding to any of this.
I can see.
I'm just sort of thinking, where can I lock into this conversation? And I'm coming up short. There's just nothing to say about American babies.
Oh, no. It's going to
Anyway.
be one of those kind of days.
Well, we're both sleep deprived. I think that's part of it.
We're so sleep deprived.
I mean, it's
Other
just
than
funny.
the full moon, what's going on there, astrological lady? Is Mercury in retrograde again?
Well, I'll tell you what is.
Oh.
What is not in retrograde.
What?
What is coming out of retrograde.
What does retrograde mean?
I already explained this to you.
No, I don't think you did.
You're not listening.
Well,
You don't listen to me. You don't care about astrology, so you just
I'm just waiting to light upon a word that you say that I can make fun of. That's pretty much
right.
how it works.
So
All right, I will actually listen this time. Explain retrograde to me.
Okay, retrograde is when you look up in the sky, and if you know your planets, you can see a planet going backwards, apparently, in the sky. It's
What do you mean going backwards?
Well, imagine it. We're turning frontwards, and the planet's going backwards. It's like an optical illusion about where, because of our position in the solar system, is that at certain times we're overpassing the planet.
Only planets we can see? I thought we could only see like one planet or something.
No, at night you can see things. You can see Jupiter.
No, I don't think you can.
Emily,
I think you can only see Venus.
Go back in the box, the baby box.
You can't see Jupiter. Jupiter's wicked far away.
It's a shiny thing in the sky, just like a star. A planet is often...
I really honestly don't think you can see Jupiter from Earth.
What do you know?
Not a lot, but I've never seen...
Just because you haven't seen Jupiter doesn't mean that a lot of other people have not seen Jupiter. And so Jupiter's going direct, which is the opposite of going retrograde. It's going direct. It's starting to move forward in the sky, advancing from left to right.
And why should we care what direction the...
Well, you obviously don't care.
Are going... I mean, why would Jupiter going direct have to do with my sleepless night?
Well, because historically, Jupiter represents certain things. It has certain attributes that have been assigned to it over the years by many different schools of thought. You know, Jupiter was a god, right?
Yeah, but
you don't care.
I don't. No.
Okay.
Sorry.
I don't care if you care. I really don't care if you care.
I care more about, I guess, the historical aspect of Jupiter being a god. That's interesting. But as for like Jupiter monkeying with my sleep patterns,
well, Jupiter's a big, expansive planet. It's a pretty happy planet. You know, think about it.
Then why is it causing me to lose sleep?
Because it's expanding. It's going direct. It's all its influences now coming to
I thought those planets
fruition.
didn't have like gravity or something on them. So therefore, they can't be messing with us.
I heard there was gravity on the moon.
I think there's a little gravity, but not a lot. That's why when they're in their boingy suits, they can kind of go boing.
Do you think that's
boing.
all a big hoax?
You mean, do I think the moon landing was faked and they did it in Nevada?
Yeah.
No, not really.
No. Okay, just
that would
checking.
be dumb. Why? You guys, that would have taken so much money and effort and just have been absolutely ridiculous. Not that
there's a lot
ridiculous things that cost a lot of time and effort and money in this country don't happen on a daily basis, but that was like before we got uber ultra ridiculous. So I'm gonna trust that people really were on the moon.
I don't think that you can say that ridiculousness started at any particular date in history.
No, but I think it's been amped up in recent years.
Well,
you got to know that we're so much more ridiculous now than we used to be.
Well, in our lifetime, it's certainly a lot of the ridiculousness is now on the surface. I think all that ridiculousness was there before. It's just now it's actually
we're all so precious
apparent.
and delicate and just ridiculous about everything.
You mean politically correct?
Yeah, I'm not talking about politically correct. I believe in being politically correct, and I believe in lots of things, but it's so amped now that, like, my husband's making a documentary right now with a little boy. Well, he's not little, he's taller than I am, but most people are. A boy who had cancer. It's a documentary on childhood cancer. And they need to show it at school this week because it's the last week of school. But the principal needs to watch it first in case there's a trigger for anybody. Like, just having a documentary about cancer is already triggering, they've decided.
Yeah.
But
I have mixed feelings about that.
I understand trigger stuff because I have some things that will definitely trigger me, but I'm just not used to. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I'll stop saying it now.
Well, I just think if it stops free conversation in a sort of educational setting, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
People should be able to, I don't know, it's something about free speech and learning to cope with free speech on a deeper level, you know?
Yeah.
Not just stopping short.
I just don't know where to draw the line in the great world of hardships that have come upon people. What is and isn't appropriate to discuss without freaking someone out.
Well, I think people can tell you. I think if you're crossing a line, then it's a good practice to tell somebody, I mean, to have that be part of the conversation, but not to stop the conversation or censor the conversation. You know, if people want to leave the conversation, that's fine. Or if it's inciting some kind of violence, I don't think that's a good kind of a conversation. It's not a conversation at that point.
Right.
It's incitement to, violence, basically.
Oh, speaking of violence.
Yeah.
Kristina, introduce our show.
Oh, that was a very awkward segue, but I'll go with it.
It was totally awkward. You are the mistress of good segues. I'm the queen of very poor segues.
Well,
so.
I don't know what makes a good segue. I think a segue just has to be done with conviction. It's not, there's not
I sounded a little convicted there.
Well, kind of. Maybe. But anyway, I will follow your request because I want you to feel great today. And so whatever in the next hour that you want me to
That's
do.
That's a very dangerous thing.
Well, it's just for the next
say.
hour. So I think we can get through it. But you tell me what you want in the next hour, and I'll do my best. So if you want me to introduce 11th Hour Radio, which is the program that is now broadcasting up and down the river, I will do it. And you are listening to Emily Howe and Kristina Stykos here behind the microphones. 96.5. And
see, you almost couldn't. When you have to say it out loud, you can't remember the numbers. I can't remember.
No,
the
I
numbers.
just wanted to savor it. 96.5.
Okay.
I wanted to revel in the fact that I had said the correct number.
Okay.
And it is Royalton Community Radio. In downtown South Royalton.
It's awfully sleepy little hamlet today. The law school's out. I noticed. Did you go through town when you came through, or did you just come straight here?
Yeah.
Because they've...
I missed downtown.
Oh.
I did not go to the downtown.
Well, the downtown's really only like 6 feet from where we are anyway, but you do have to sort of drive around the green if you're going to see the downtown. They've got another tent on the green because it's, I think, South Royalton graduation
I saw that yesterday.
This weekend. Guess who's their guest speaker?
Bernie.
Yeah.
I heard that. Somebody told me. I was I know, down at the market they told me that.
Of course, there won't be any available space, and I'm too busy this weekend even to, and I have heard Bernie speak many times, so I will leave my supposed slot there open for someone else who may need it more than me.
Well, thank you for doing that. You're very generous. And I have so many things to talk about today. Why did I write leftover salad on my list?
I don't know, but...
You know what else? I mean, sometimes...
I eat leftover salad.
Yeah, I was going to ask you.
Some people think it gets too wilted and mushy.
Does it depend on what's in it?
See, I make John calls it junk salad. It's not, though. It's delicious. John, my husband, has a theory that you can only put maybe 3 or 4 things on a salad. 3, usually.
Don't overdo.
Before it's just ridiculous and like a garbage can of stuff. But I put more than that. I put everything you can possibly think of on my salad, and that's my favorite kind of salad.
What would be sort of one of the weirder components of your typical salad?
So I start with a couple handfuls of spinach because I like spinach. And I could put some herbs or something in there too. That's fine. Then I put so much cheese that you wouldn't even believe it. Well, you would believe it.
Grated cheese?
Grated cheese, shredded cheese, or if I don't have one, I just will slice up some cheese blocks. Yeah. Then I put on carrots and peppers because I like the crunchy. If I have cucumbers, I'll add cucumbers. If I have croutons, I add croutons. I dollop cottage cheese on top of all this.
Wow. So this is kind of cheese with a garnish.
Yeah.
With a spinach garnish.
Chicken. I love to have chicken on my salad.
Wow.
If that's not available and I'm feeling particularly unhealthy, I will hunt around for some pepperoni and put that on there. Then
I thought you were a vegetarian.
I am most of the time, but I do eat chicken.
You think it's okay for people like
pepperoni?
You to call yourself
I don't think
vegetarian?
Pepperoni even qualifies as a meat product anymore. It's just salt.
But
it's just a tube of salt.
You can't promote meat on the air and then say you're a vegetarian.
I'm not a vegetarian. I just don't.
You just said you were.
I don't generally eat red meat, like plain, but occasionally I have a little bit of a craving for some very thinly sliced pepperoni.
Okay.
It's really when I have just a craving for salt.
Here's the thing, just as a slight bit of advice, being, wise about these
actual
things,
vegetarian, you mean?
is that just say you don't eat red meat much.
That's what I will say. That is usually what I say. I'm not really a vegetarian.
Actually, you can say whatever you want.
I had an actual vegetarian bout all through high school. But that was mostly just because I was being defiant of my hunter father and wanting him to feel punished for being a horrible, bloodthirsty human being.
I see.
I really now if you're going to get your meat, I sort of approve of his way of doing it because it's healthier.
Yeah,
and more humane than most of the other meat in the world.
There's so many kinds of vegetarians anyway. There's the kind that go to Dunkin' Donuts, for example.
I don't go to Dunkin' Donuts.
I used to.
We don't even there's no Dunkin' Donuts. Where's Dunkin' Donuts?
Well, you'd never go north.
No.
There's a lot of Dunkin' Donuts if you go north from Chelsea.
Oh.
But it's going to be kind of hard for you to get north.
They're getting a Starbucks in Lebanon.
That's all right. That's Lebanon.
Where the old Pizza Hut
Yeah,
is.
well, that's big city.
Yeah.
It's huge down there.
Anyway, I wasn't done with my salad.
Oh, sorry.
So then...
God. What else could you fit in there?
Okay, I have actually sworn off Cheez-Its, the crackers, now for over a year, but I used to crush a handful of Cheez-Its and sprinkle it on the top for like a garnish. And then I put on both like a nice creamy, some sort of creamy dressing, like either a ranch or a Caesar. And then on top of that, I put on either a French or a Catalina.
Your kids are going to miss you when you're gone.
Why? I know, but...
Because that salad is going to go down in infamy.
Well, it's just... So John gets disgusted because then I stir it all around. So it's just this kind of orange mass of... It does kind of look like vomit, but, it tastes really good.
Could you just do one thing for me?
Okay.
Is the next time you make one of those, could you just take a quick selfie with your salad?
Sure. See, I love salad bars, and not very many restaurants have salad bars because I can create a junk salad out of a salad bar. I don't have to do one of these froofy fancy ones that's just like arugula and grapefruits and tomatoes.
All right, well,
with a honey mustard dressing like John makes.
I just want to see how you're going to do a selfie with a salad. That was sort
salad-y.
of the salad selfie challenge, we should call that.
Okay.
It's the salad selfie challenge. So I guess that's why I wrote leftover salad.
Trouble with my kind of salad is probably not very healthy. I mean...
Oh, you're not worried about that, are you?
Salads are supposed to be healthy. Like, don't people eat salads when they're dieting? Mine probably has 5,000 calories in one salad.
Well, I don't think anybody diets anymore.
And they just get their stomach stapled.
Well, no, I just mean people appreciate eating these days, and they just eat more healthy. They don't feel like they have to go on diets, right?
Some people do not eat more healthy. Have you looked around? They are not eating healthy.
Well, they will. They will when it catches up with them. Then they start eating healthy. It's just a matter of time. All good things come around.
Okay.
And if you're patient with yourself and you don't beat yourself up, you'll eventually gravitate towards good habits.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so I saw your post on Facebook about cat throw up, and I thought it was in poor taste.
I'm sorry, but I restrained myself from doing another cat throw up post yesterday because I understand now. I understand you so much better now that I have cats too. Well, it's all you ever used to talk about, and I get it because they throw up a freaking lot.
I know. Well, I just feel like you're trying to steal my fire now.
No, because you stopped talking about cat throw up.
But it used to be
a whole year ago.
It used to be my topic exclusively.
I know.
And now you're edging it on me.
But listen, my cat had some very talented.
No.
Wait, but I got to tell you what it did before it threw up, which was worse than the throw up.
Okay, try me.
So I'd put on my lovely little Victorian costume, ready to go to the museum, and I was running a little bit late, and because I was running late, I tried to eat my bowl of cereal while I was checking my email in my bedroom. So I had a big bowl of cereal, and I didn't finish the milk that's in the bottom of the bowl. So I was carrying the bowl with me into the bathroom as I tried to brush my teeth. Nice. And I balanced the milk bowl on the edge of the counter in the bathroom while I was brushing my teeth. And the cats are very loving in the morning. I don't know why. So one leapt up onto the counter, hitting the bowl and flipping it. So I was doused from head to toe in stinky cereal milk, and the cat is still like rubbing on me, and I'm changing my clothes and get on all clean clothes, and then I hear a horrible noise, and one cat is throwing up while it's walking in the mudroom, and it managed to throw up on every boot, like every pair of boots, like it walked across
this is
the mall.
kind of a thematic.
But then it was okay because the dog ate it.
But remember your story from last week was about the throw up that went on every piece of clothing.
They're doing this on purpose. They're doing it on purpose.
All right, let's change topics now quickly.
What is... astrologers say about cats.
No, I don't. I think we're going to leave cats.
They're like the devil has kind of been put into a
No, let's not get
mammal
religious.
form.
This is not a religious show.
No, it's not.
Okay, sorry, just checking our time because I think it is time for a track of music, and you can contemplate your sins while you're listening to this next, since you want to be religious today. Okay, so this is called Good Folks Behind You. This is a track of music that was recorded at my studio featuring Jonathan Falby and Zach Johnson, and they did this for rural Vermont. It was part of a promotion for rural Vermont.
Worked all day, didn't get a thing done. Try to tell you I had a little fun. Cooped up indoors, out in the hot sun. Sure makes a difference when you're not afraid to run. Hard to say no when I wanna say yes. Working all the time with a little time to rest. Hard to say no when I should have said yes. Keep on moving with little time to rest. Living your life feels like a small crime. Take one step, one breath at a time. Keep on wishing that the world's a little kinder. Kinda hard to quit with good folks behind you. Hard to say no when I wanna say yes. Working all the time with a little time to rest. Hard to say no when I should have said yes. Keep on moving with little time to rest. Look up at the gold dome, down at the dirt road. Season come and the sessions go round. If it wasn't for the land, wasn't for the farmer, I'd pack it all up, move where it's warmer. Hard to say no when I wanna say yes. Working all the time with little time to rest. Hard to say no when I should have said yes. Keep on moving with little time to rest.
Yeah, there they were.
Whoops, that was fast.
Those great couple of guys there. And I wanted to talk about, well, since it's Personal Growth Friday, and we're really, really going to do it this week. We're not going to try to slink around personal growth this week.
All right, grow me.
We're going to talk about one kind of relationship that is truly baffling to me.
Okay.
And
Only one?
Well, we have to focus. It's good to focus on one thing at a time. So that's good for the brain. So we're going to, I would like to describe a kind of intimate relationship that we are forced to have with a perfect stranger from time to time. Okay?
Okay.
And I will tell you more about the circumstances, but this week for me, my special guy was Rhys. It all started with Rhys.
Rhys, like as in peace?
No, he spelled his name Rhys. When I saw that, I also thought...
Did he name himself? I'm so sick of people who name themselves.
Don't get down on Rhys.
Sorry, Rhys.
He was so nice. He was so nice.
Sometimes naming yourself is like a tattoo that you get early on in life and you can't really hold it against the person later. Maybe.
I didn't ask him who named him.
Okay.
But anyway, he started emailing me, and that made all the difference. He was so patient, and he was so kind. And, yeah, it turns out he was my tech support guy. I was having problems with QuickBooks.
Okay. Where's the intimacy coming in here?
Hey, haven't you
Did
ever...
you guys have, like, phones. I won't say it. No, wait, you're emailing him. That's different. It's not called phone sex if you're emailing. What's it called then?
That's
Is
not
a phrase for that? There must be. That's probably where most all.
No, you're completely missing my point.
I know. I'm off on a tangent, and I'm trying to think of if there's a word for sexual communication over the internet. What is it?
Texting?
No, sex. That's sexting.
You said,
yeah. What?
See, I got it. We got it. We got to it.
Okay. All right. Now
I
you
said
go
texting.
on.
You said sexting.
Great.
We
we're
got
good.
there.
Okay.
We're
now,
good. So
now you go on with Rhys.
Yeah, but that's not email.
Okay, I know.
I was emailing with him. I wasn't texting him.
So what's the word then?
Talking on the phone. It's called talking. I was talking with him.
Okay.
But, he was so patient and calm and cool and collected. And I was upset because I had talked to the Filipino woman and she was really nice too, but she didn't solve the problem. She said this problem was going to be solved in 24 hours and that I should try logging in again in 24 hours and everything would work. Well, I did that, and of course it didn't work, so I was getting a little bit of upset because my bookkeeper was waiting to be let back into my account. So, so I ended up, face to face with Rhys on the phone, and it all just kind of, it was this very intimate thing.
Did you cry?
No, I didn't cry. I was close to crying because I was having trouble talking to him.
Yeah.
I was having trouble getting my voice to actually function on the phone with Rhys. But I believed in Rhys. I knew he was going to help me. But he failed me.
What? I thought you get. This is your other website, because you were talking about the other really nice tech support people that I also called.
Yeah, that was
awesome.
that was a different website.
Okay.
Those people were great. But
failed
Rhys,
you.
in the end, Rhys let me down.
So it's still broken?
No, I got a third customer representative a few days later.
Oh, 3 times a charm.
She actually knew what she was talking about.
Huh.
I mean, I have to say.
So Rhys was just like a womanizing lady killer?
No, he was probably gay. I think he was gay. The way he talked to me, I could just tell. Which was fine.
But was he trying to just pacify you? And he really didn't know the answers?
No, his job was to be nice to me. That was like, if he had a list of things sitting next to him, probably at his job, he's got, be nice to the customer at the top of the list. Mm-hmm. But in terms of who actually knows what they're doing, like who knows all the technical issues.
Yeah.
That was farther down on Rhys's list. But I just happened to get the next woman who said, oh yeah, I know all about banking. Right?
Yeah.
So it's fixed. I mean, it's
good.
almost fixed. It's close to fixed. It's not completely fixed. There's always got to be some little glitch. It's like It's like the crack in the teacup that's filled with gold.
Yes.
So I still can't get into my mortgage account, but I can get into my checking account. So that's cool.
Well,
I mean,
that's
the big thing. But anyway, so this was all about personal growth, right? And how weird it is to have these relationships with tech support people about very intimate things like your bank accounts.
It's true. I guess I've never had really an intimate conversation with anyone else about my bank account. But it's because I don't do any online banking and I don't have anything that could be screwed up. Like I don't have a credit card. I don't even have an ATM card.
But you just had your website for your business screwed up for months.
I know.
You had it screwed up for months and you were so internally conflicted that you couldn't even reach for the phone and make that 5-minute phone call to fix the website.
Awful.
So what's the deal there? Wasn't that
because I'm so, not only do I have phone phobia, but I'm also so tech unsavvy that I was super afraid to get on the phone and have people be like, well, did you check this? And I wouldn't even know, I just didn't understand. They're words I don't understand. And it's so humiliating to me to have people be like, well, sign into your, da-da-da-da account and do this. Cause I can't figure those things out.
You were going to make John call anyway.
I know.
So,
but I knew it was still secondary. Like he'd be passing the information on to me and I'd be trying to flub around on the computer quickly while he was on the phone. And And it ended up being like a nothing. It ended up being that the email address connected with our website had been infected, and we just had to change it, and that was all.
This is a whole new category of relationships, is what I'm trying to say.
I'm scared of those people. They're so smart.
Well, they're problematic, but they're just people. And when you get on the phone with them, you have some decisions to make. You have decisions to make about how you're going to relate to them as a human being. It's a little bit like going into a restaurant and making that decision in the moment of how you're going to treat the waitress.
I always treat the waitress nice, even when they're kind of nasty.
Yeah, but how kind of familiar and chatty are you going to be? Because there's an inequality that's built into some of these relationships. Like, what I hate about going to a restaurant is that I sit down, the waitress comes over, and I'm looking up. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe that's just to balance out the fact that they're about to serve you.
But there's something really strange about that they're serving me and I'm sitting down and they're standing up. I just don't like that. I always feel bad.
I feel so awkward when they swiftly list the specials, in which I never listen to, and I've never ordered like a special in my life, because it's always something gross that I hate. Like, our special is clam chowder, like, ugh, barf, with blah, 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 blah. And there's always like, 5 things, and they say them really fast. You can't even really hear what they're saying anyway, and I don't listen, and you have to sit there and stare at them with like a half smile and pretend like you're listening. I wish I could just say when people came over, like, don't talk to me about your stupid specials.
You could say, I'm not, actually, that's okay. I think I know what I want to get. That's what you can say.
That's true.
But what about me as a vegetarian? Usually if there's 6 specials, maybe one of them is vegetarian. And what do you think I do? I want you to try to visualize me in a restaurant, and the waitress comes over and says, "Let me give you the specials," and launches into steak filet mignon.
I think that means steak fish. Fish steak? Is there fish steak?
I don't know.
Isn't filet mignon fish? I don't know. See, I don't eat these things either.
No. Okay, we need a quiz. Steak au poivre.
Filet is like fish. What did you say? Poisson tartare. It's really just...
No, but what should I do? Tell
sushi?
Me. Or what do you think I do? What do you think I do? What would I do?
You just put up a regal hand and just say, stop. Just stop. So you stop your silly speech. I do not.
That's exactly. I do not do that. I look up as if I'm totally interested. And
yeah, I know. That's what I hate. I have to pretend like I'm enraptured by their specials.
And I'm saying I hope this ends soon, because there's only so long I can look interested and fake it, because it's not like me to be faking that.
That's what I mean. You have to have that half smile on your face. Like, I'm really pondering whatever the frick you're saying right now. And I'm not. I'm totally not.
You have to figure out something that you can focus on. Like, wow, that's really interesting that they add goat cheese to that. Or that's fascinating that they use that certain type of radish or arugula to go with the slab of bloody meat.
I don't get, like... Sometimes they ask you when they come over, do you want to hear our specials? And what actual decent person is going to be like, no?
Well, you could say it nicely.
How do you say no nicely?
Actually, save your breath, my friend.
See, even that just sounds, no. It sounds cynical. And...
My dear person, please save yourself from this ordeal that you are about to subject yourself to. Please, just relax, sit down.
And just bring me all the cheese. That's all you need to do. Thank you.
Yeah, well, see, inherently it's a very awkward relationship, so that's why I don't eat out much. Yeah. I mean, plus not having any money. But first of all, it's just because it's so awkward to deal with waitrons. Yeah, looking down on us like we're little children who can't do anything for ourselves, and then we tell them what we want. We have to tell them what we want. That's so embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
I feel it's like it's humiliating.
They should just let us go into the kitchen and get it. Yeah.
They should just know?
No, they should just be like, oh, feel free to go in the kitchen and help yourself. They should just do that.
I wish we could just text it over to the kitchen.
Yeah, why are there waitresses and waiters?
Yeah, like we could text it over to the kitchen and then go to the window and pick it up. Or I love those old cafeterias where you used to open up the little doors and pull your food out. What are those called?
I don't know. Like an automatic,
Automatopoeia.
Autotron or auto something. It's an
Yeah.
auto something.
Yeah, it was. It was something
Where you
really...
can put in money and like a piece of pie falls out of slot, like somehow intact.
I wish we could go do that
Automat.
right now. Automat. No.
I think they still have one in New York somewhere.
I would so much
The
love
most
to do
famous
that.
one was in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I could just go there now and self-serve like that,
That would be nice.
my whole day would open out in front of me, and the rain would be falling, and we would be sitting in the cafeteria with, a few other tables would be filled, and we would just, like, our lives would have meaning suddenly.
Right.
Like the train whistle engenders that feeling.
There's a fuzz. Do you hear? Maybe it's just my
Fuzz? You got some fuzz?
There's like a little buzzing in my left earphone.
Well, just listen to the train whistle and you'll correct it. Let it fill your body with joy. The joy of travel.
I can't travel. I have too much to do right now.
Not that kind of travel. It's metaphorical travel. It's
Vicarious
travel
every Friday.
It's travel in the abstract. It's not even vicarious. It's not that you're being jealous of somebody else who's traveling. It's that...
I am a little, though.
Well, but try to overcome that by realizing that we have many journeys ahead of us that we don't even know about.
Excuse me. I don't want to travel right now, though. Vermont is perfect in the summer. I just wish it would stop raining because I have so much to do. And I feel really anxious at how behind the weather is making me. I don't care about rain for the sake of just rain, but when I have so much to do, it's suddenly becoming a thing that's affecting me, and that's bothersome.
Do you have rubber boots like I do?
Yes, I do, but it's just not pleasant to feel the chafingness of your pants and things when you go outside and it's wet.
Yeah, I guess you have to deal with that more than I do, just because of barn chores.
Yeah.
Because I don't have barn chores.
No. Do you want some?
Kind of.
I have. Anyone who's listening, one of our little bottle baby sheep is for sale. She's lovely, but she's not the kind that we actually breed. She is a Clune Forest lamb, and we only breed Romneys, so she can't be mixed with them. And they will actually harm her if she goes in with them.
Wow.
So she needs to go someplace else, because we are always taking in rescues, but we don't have unlimited pastures for them all to live on. So
Do you want some free roosters?
No.
I saw a sign for there's a sign for free roosters.
There's
somewhere.
always free roosters. Everyone gets. Why do people even have roosters?
Well, people
everyone
would
gets a rooster, and they're like, "Cool, a rooster." And then about 5 months later, your rooster starts to attack you and peck your children in the eyeballs, and so you have to kill it or you have to give it away.
Well, don't people eat them for meat?
I guess.
So why wouldn't you want a bunch of roosters if you were a vicious
well, if they're full grown, they're all
eater.
stringy and gross. You can only generally if
Can't
you're
you
going to kill meat birds, you kill them after 8 to 12 weeks.
But there's those tenderizing mallets.
I think those are for something else. I don't think they're for like
think it would
whacking
work.
chickens over. I don't think you can whack chicken meat repeatedly with a hammer.
Why not? I could.
You're a vegetarian.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm saying
So
I
you'd
could.
be okay like whacking the meat?
No,
but
I'm just saying I could theoretically. I wouldn't ever hit chicken meat with a...
why? It's already dead. Like, I know you wouldn't hit like a chicken with a mallet, but if it was totally dead and someone said you need to hit this chicken meat?
I'm not a butcher.
You're not. The butcher is the one that you know.
Did you know there's a new butcher in Montpelier, like a hipster butcher?
Oh yeah, and don't they have like a little like cafe out front where you can have like
Their butcherized
hipster
products.
cups of blood or something? I don't know. It's something gross.
Now you're sounding like a vegetarian. You better back out of that.
I don't like butchers shops very much.
Well, that's a little hypocritical, don't you think?
Yeah.
But it's
But-
okay. I'm not here to give you a hard time.
They just smell not right. I don't like the smell of blood.
Yeah, I didn't like the smell of my grandfather's dry cleaning business either.
Well, that's chemicals. That's even
That was pretty
worse.
bad. But guess what? He lived to be 100, which really goes against all common sense. That he did dry cleaning and he was a tailor and he did it for his whole life, and he lived to be 100.
There's a lot of very contradictory people out there.
Well, it's true. Okay, I have a spelling word for you. We can we can probably just fit this in
Hold on, I
before
have to
the next
actually
track of
sit up
music.
to my okay, go.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready? Make sure you're ready. Mm-hmm. Entrepreneur.
I thought I was so smart because I know the first letter. Like,
Great.
I'm like, I bet she thinks I won't get the first letter right, but now I'm stuck.
Yeah, I for some reason I had to learn this one. I was doing some project once where I had to keep writing that word. Entrepreneur. It's fun to say though, don't you think?
Yeah.
Say it. Go ahead.
Entrepreneur.
Oh, you say it like manure.
That's how I'm writing
Rhymes
it too.
with entrepreneur. Rhymes with manure. Speaking of which,
It's not. I'm spelling the N just like manure too, and it's not.
well, it's a good time to promote our sponsor, Howe Farms, because
They have some manure. Yeah. I have manure.
Did you get it?
No. I mean,
Try it. Just
it's
try
like
it. I just-
ENTR.
Wait, hold on. Go again.
EN.
Entrepreneur.
Sorry. Why is there an N there? What the frick? Hang on. E.
Come on, just try it.
I can't. I've written it now like 4 different times, different ways. And it's every one of them are wrong.
Entree. It starts with the ENTRE.
Wait, you just made me get rid of my N. You said there's no N.
No, I didn't say. Oh, I thought you meant entrepreneur.
No, I said EN.
There's 2 N's in it. Okay.
Oh, for God's sake. I know there's 2 N's in it.
Entre-
I just crossed out my original N.
Okay, I'm sorry. Start again. Back up.
ENTREPRENUER.
Oh, you are so close. You just got to swap.
AR?
You just got to switch positions of the 2 at the 2 vowels at the end.
Oh, RE.
EUR.
E.
EN.
What?
EN.
Oh, right. It's all Frenchy.
ENTREPRENEUR. Now, whoever invented that word should not have been involved with language.
Most words are
Because that just
pretty squirrely.
wouldn't. Why would you remember how to spell that? Unless you had to.
I don't.
And we don't have to go to school anymore, and that's a good thing about being a grown up.
That is, I wouldn't mind going to school though. My kids are always whining about school, and I'm like, hey, I wish I had to go to school instead of go to work because I would have actual fun at school learning things.
Yeah, I don't like school. Forget it.
You must have liked school a little bit.
Well, I did at times.
kept going,
when
like,
I was
forever.
when I was little and we did fun stuff, I liked it.
You went to like lots of extra stuff afterward that you didn't have to go to.
Well, stop insulting me.
I'm just saying you did. You did it.
Okay, you're a hypocrite too. You're a hypocrite. This meat eater doesn't like butchers.
I do. I didn't say I don't like butchers. Like my dad's name is Butch.
Okay, you can't
Well,
get out of
that's not
this
his
so
real name,
easily.
but
You can't
I like the butchers. I just going in the butcher shops. It's like a cold smell of congealed blood. It's not a nice smell.
How do you feel when you go to the big supermarkets and you're over at the deli counter and you pass
I don't go
by?
to the deli counter. I walk quickly because it smells fishy and funny.
So you don't like deli counters in supermarkets either?
No. Nope.
Okay.
I don't usually have to go to them because I don't really eat that stuff very much. I go and get a chicken sometimes.
And you like processed foods. You go get your cheese nips and you go...
I know, I haven't eaten those for a really... And it's cheese its.
That's not true.
And I haven't eaten them at all, I swear, for over a year.
You made me mac and cheese within the year, I think.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I think so.
Well, that was pretty much the last time.
Because we made such a big deal about it, probably.
Yeah. You know what? It's been longer than that because remember we made a video about it afterward and it was like that was definitely a year ago.
Okay.
So I'm okay. I'm trying to I'm flushing the toxins of Cheez-Its out of my system.
Did you notice that I'm trying to put a track of music on?
Yes,
and you
okay.
keep going on and on and on about the cheese nips.
Put your music.
All right.
on.
Here we go.
I want you to take your time. I want you to clear your mind. I want you to go away if that's what you need today. I want you to disappear just as if I was not here. I can hold a place for you so you can do what you need to do. You can drive into the night, wake up in the motel light. Gather up your things and move. Be yourself with nothing to prove. Feel your day stretching out. No worries, free of doubt. Forget about what you lack. You know I'm gonna watch your back. It's only right because we can love the distance. That's what we do. It's only right because we can love the distance. It's only right. Love. We can love, yeah. I want you to feel the rain on your face and smile again. Let the wind caress your skin. Walk and let your life begin. Shed some of the pain you wear. Release your sorrow to the air. Breathe in what for you is true. Know that I'm here for you. It's only right because we can love the distance. That's what we do. It's only right because we can love the distance between me and you.
I can fade out the fade out. Here we
Fade
go.
out the fade out.
Fading out the fade out. Cool. Yep. That was me.
That was you.
All right. Moving right along. I have a unique gift idea.
Ooh. For yourself or for other people?
For anybody.
Okay.
Because people are always struggling over what to get other people for presents if you want to buy a present. So this one is a gift certificate, and it's a 45-minute session. It's in Woodstock. It takes place outside. Can you guess what it is?
Gardening.
Nope. It involves birds.
Bird watching?
Nope.
Involves birds, but you're not looking at them or anything.
Yeah, you are looking at them.
Well,
You're looking at one very intently. In fact, you're
ooh, is it falconry?
yeah. Isn't that cool?
Ooh,
There's
I
a-
kind of always wanted to do that. Shoot, I still have this movie that you have to borrow, The Eagle Huntress.
Yeah, so you should go do that. Oh, I could get this for you. Why don't I get
be
you?
I could be the falconer.
Your birthday is in September, right?
Yeah.
So I could get
I don't know
you...
if I could hold a falcon.
Oh, sure you could.
They seem big.
Well, you don't have to. It actually said that you can have a session and not actually be the one who the falcon comes back to, or you could do it. So you choose what you want.
That seems scary. What if it just hates me and pecks my brain or scratches?
Don't start thinking about that. These are professionals. This is New England falconry on Heartland Hill Road.
Oh, I used to live in Heartland. I used to live very near Heartland Hill Road.
A guy named Chris Davis. He does this. And they take people even from the Woodstock Inn over there to do it.
That's pretty cool.
It's a unique business that was created so that the guy could do what he loves to do.
Nifty.
Yeah. Anyway.
So you have more than one falcon? Like, when his falcon up and dies, is his business done?
I don't know, but we'll find out so you're not so worried about it.
Okay. Well, pets are a worrisome topic for us. Our neighbors' pets all got out this morning. I told you this when we were off air, but I was really tired this morning because I hadn't slept well because my phone kept ringing all night long because I don't know how to turn my cell phone off, and some Chinese, like, fake telemarketer robocall was just calling all night, and I literally don't know how to shut my cell phone off because nobody has my number. Nobody ever calls me. And we live in a place where there's no service at all. So I have no idea all of a sudden why my phone was ringing unless...
It's spooky.
It was very spooky. And then my dog was seeing something out the windows all night long, which sometimes there are deer or raccoons or something. And she just barked and barked and barked. So we were exhausted the next morning. And John nicely let me sleep in a little bit. And he went out to do chores. It was very early, but there was all kinds of traffic and noise outside. And I just kind of assumed it was the construction going on in our barn. But instead, all of our neighbors' creatures had gotten loose. There was donkeys and little mini horses and stuff running around at our house because they have a horse named Studley, a little miniature horse who's desperately in love with all of my horses. He's in love with all horses, really, because he's Studley. And so he was prancing around our yard, so desperately trying to make them look at him.
Oh, I know where Studley should go. Studley needs to go up Route 110 to where that lonely draft horse lives. You know, near the Anakini.
Oh, that's my Uncle Roger's. He doesn't want another. I tried to give him one of my spare ponies.
What about a goat? That horse,
no,
he
doesn't want one for him.
The horse usually has a buddy.
Yeah, no, it died.
Well, the horse
died,
the horse was standing there, and I tried to wave to it at least. You know, just so the horse could know that there were people who... just loved it.
Yeah.
So everybody, please wave to the horse. What is the horse's name?
I forgot.
Because that horse, I think Adriana took that horse for a while, but for some reason it didn't work out. I'm pretty sure that's the horse.
Well, it's my Uncle Roger's, and then my cousin Rosemary had her horse, Dusty Miller, in with him for a while. But then that horse got old and died. And one of my miniature ponies, Dexter, used to live with that horse too.
Why don't you donate?
I tried to donate one of our ponies to Uncle Roger, and he said that he thinks the horse is fine and he doesn't want a buddy anymore.
All right. Well, maybe the horse is buddies with Uncle Roger. Maybe that's enough. I don't know.
I don't either. But, I think you should have a buddy. They made it illegal in some place. I want to say France, but I'm not sure. It's illegal to buy only one of some kind of pet.
Really?
Like guinea pigs or something. They said it's animal abuse to just own one because they are they're sad and solitary. So there has to always be a pair or else it's illegal.
That's really cool.
Google this because I know this is for real. It's an actual fact. I just can't remember where this just law passed. So people can't have a single.
That's really cool.
Rodent type pet. I think you are allowed to have a single dog because dogs are totally okay with buddying with humans. But, you know, guinea pigs and things want one of their own kind.
They live in packs. Yeah, for sure. Now,
and then they get eaten for the Last Supper in Peru.
Since we're talking about creatures, okay, just tell me. I just want you to tell me really fast, like your gut response to this. If you could only choose one, which would you choose? Ready? Mm-hmm. 3 things: bedbugs, ticks, or lice.
Oh my God! What?
Quick! Bedbugs.
I have
ticks.
to have one?
Yeah, you got to pick one. Quick.
Oh, I'll take lice.
Okay. Why?
Because they're pretty easy to deal with, I think. I've never had lice, but like we went to a hippie school and everybody always had lice, and all the hippie mamas were just like, "Hey, just put some tea tree oil around your kid's head and it's fine."
Okay, fair
So
enough.
they kind of gave me the impression that lice was no big deal.
But with a tick, you get a tick on you. It's just one tick you got to deal with at a time.
Right, but it can give you a potentially fatal disease. I have not heard that lice can give you a potentially fatal disease.
Okay, and bedbugs are pretty hard to get rid of. So you used some pretty intelligent reasoning there. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, we don't have to go over that again. Nice.
Of course, now
Yeah.
I'm all itchy, and now you've freaked me out.
Yeah, I'm always thinking that I'm itchy, but you got to just give it up at some point. So anyway,
No, I really am itchy. I'm just not thinking it. I think I'm really itchy.
if you want your grease collected, you know where to go locally for that.
Oh, yeah, we only got through one of our sponsors before I distracted us with something.
We're going to get to all of them. We're going to collect that grease and drive cars with it. Thank you to our sponsor, Tunbridge Grease Collective, collecting grease across Tunbridge. And
There's not any grease in Tunbridge to collect.
well, he's probably goes other
There's
places.
no grease.
I don't want to
Zero grease.
I don't want to spread misinformation about this incredible business.
I know, but I'm pretty sure the grease isn't coming from Tunbridge.
Let's get a little educated on it before next year.
I thought you were going to say
See if
next
we-
week, and I was like, whoa, have you just
That's too
turned
much.
over some new leaf and we're actually going to do some legwork on something? Because that seems not like us.
No, I know. Okay, the third sponsor is Mountain Folk. And the only thing I have to say about that is people might argue that we don't live in the mountains.
What? You know perfectly well you live in a mountain, and I do too.
1,900 feet.
Like, our snow just melted, people. I think I know.
Yeah, but if you came from Colorado, you would not think that you drive into
Well,
Vermont.
it's all in perspective.
think
These are
it's-
our mountains. They're not Coloradoan mountains.
When can you call something a mountain? Just because it's not a molehill?
These are more like a hummocks. But we don't say, welcome to the green hummock state.
Hey, I kind of like that, the green hummock state.
Or tuffets.
Tuffets. The Tuffets, green Tuffet
Sounds
state.
too European.
It doesn't roll off the tongue.
No.
The Green Hills state. The high green
Hills seem different. Hills don't have trees on them,
What?
in my head.
Boy, that's weird.
Well, I think of hills as being like, in Wales, where there's just those rolling hills
Where they cut down the trees.
where there's no trees.
Okay.
I feel like what we have are, I don't really know.
I don't know. I think we're both too sleepy. We got to go to bed earlier.
It wouldn't have mattered how early I went to bed. All that stuff would have still happened because Mercury was in retrograde and all the creatures in the world were having
But
a
here
freak out.
here comes Jupiter.
And yeah,
Here she comes. He or she.
Jupiter.
We're just about to go
Female.
off the air.
Ah!
Everybody say goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.
No, wait, we're not completely off the air.
Thanks for scaring me.
I'm just,
Are we going to go out with music, or
We're
are we?
gonna, yeah, I mean,
screwed along
I
to-
sort of almost give up on this because we get to the end and then we're just rambling and not really wrapping up very well. So then I
No.
think, well,
There's an art to wrapping up
You-
that we didn't know how to do yet.
we used to do it better.
We
I think
did.
we've
Well,
just, I don't know
We're
what's
off
happened.
of our game. We had a whole month off before this, and now we're kind of
Hey,
screwy.
you
Oh,
might be
I
off
did.
your game.
I did. I had a month off.
I am not off my game.
You're never off your
I'm
game.
not off my game.
But I can drag you a little with me when I'm off, and that usually happens.
Well, anyway, we just want people to go get our podcast so you can hear
Yeah.
the last track of music. It's kind of like a teaser.
That's true.
When
Go
we
to
do it this way.
11thhourradio.com
Go to iTunes,
or iTunes.
go to
Or YouTube.
Radio or YouTube or anywhere.
or Libsyn, or we're everywhere.
I guess iTunes is really the best place at this
You will
point
just
to get it.
stumble over us
And
pretty much anywhere.
Leave us a review.
Oh, that would be cool.
That's actually really helpful when you start to get your ranking goes up when you get reviewed.
Not if they're bad reviews.
Well, nobody should leave a bad review. They should all do the 5-star review. Like if you're gonna review us, just do 5 stars. Anyway, that's how we do it here at 11th Hour Radio. So okay, thank you so much for listening. We shall return with our brains on. See you next week.
Bye, everybody.
the street about 7:45. All the pretty women out on a date. Well, I would have stopped to talk if I wasn't running late. But the blues have got me, yes, and they are here to stay. Came trucking on Friday, trying to make big time. Well, got in the city, mama didn't have a dime. Well, I'm gonna shake this town down, gonna make it, yes, all mine. Friday I was too drunk, Saturday was out to play, yes, sir. Sunday started in the city just cooking away. Well, our blues are here, yes, they are here, and the blues are here to stay. Rocked the city, yeah, shook it down well, playing the blues all over town. Well, I got the time, mama, got the money too. Well, I'm gonna leave you city women feeling fine. Left the city with them women feeling fine. Got back home, mama didn't have a dime. Well, these blues still got me, yeah, all the time. And the blues are here to stay.